Did you happen to notice on your calendar that January 6th, that's today, have you ever wondered that January 6th is Epiphany? Did you ever notice that on your calendar? You ever wondered what was this day? What's it all about? Perhaps maybe you've heard about the 12 days of Christmas. In some traditions, Christmas is actually a 12-day celebration. I know some people who would like it to be a 12-day celebration. My wife thinks her birthday is a whole month celebration. But beginning on December the 25th and ending 12 days later on the evening of January the 5th, the celebration of Christmas is closed with a great feast on January the 6th. And this feast has become known as the Feast of Epiphany. The word epiphany has several meanings, but the most basic meaning is a moment of sudden revelation, a moment of insight. And I hope that today you'll have some revelation, some insight. No person can truly turn their life around without an epiphany. And I'm hoping that you'll have an epiphany here through the dailies that will help you make the changes you need to make, because different people experience their own epiphanies in different ways. But Tim experienced his own turnaround moment when he was in prison. Now, when Tim was 11 years old, his father was killed in a terrible automobile accident. Tim was devastated by what had happened, and he started skipping school, started selling drugs, hanging out with the wrong people to numb the pain. But eventually, Tim was arrested and sentenced to prison for the behaviors that he had chosen for himself. In prison, Tim had an epiphany. He realized that his life was the result of his own choices. And he realized that, he could make his future better by making some different choices. So Tim accepted responsibility for himself. And even while he was in prison, he began to develop some talents. God's given us all talents. He realized that he was an entertainer. And so he started entertaining. He finally got out of prison and got a job at a performance company. Even while in prison, he started doing talent shows and comedy. Well, after a while, he got his own television program. And by the time Tim was 41 years old, he had the #1 television show, the leading role in a major motion picture, and the #1 book on the New York Times bestseller list. That Tim was from right here in Detroit, where I live. His name was Tim Allen. Maybe you've heard of him. He turned his life around because in a moment of epiphany, he realized that his life was the product of his own choices. You can be a victim of what has happened to you, or you can be a victor. He took responsibility for the outcome of his life. And you know what? You can too. Start making different decisions. I hope today you have an epiphany of some things that may need to change in your life. If you want to know more about that story, go to davemartin.org, download the book Responsibility, the ebook, and you can hear the whole story of Tim Allen. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow, and join me tomorrow right here on The Daily. I'm taking time to do these for you, so I want to see you, okay? Don't make me waste my time.